Hi, my brothers and sisters. How are you all doing? I wasn't here last week and it really made me sad, but I couldn't make a video. My kids ended school, or, well, they finished earlier this week, but I think they were home that day. I'm not even sure, but I couldn't record because they were with me. So I'm like, let me get myself into the space to record your video and really pray that everyone is doing well. Like I always say, if you're not, I hope this video encourages you to feel better. Um, if things are going bad for you, I just want to tell you that you guys are all going to be okay. You're going to be okay. God is going to be with you. He's always with you, and things are going to turn around before you know it, you know. I know at times we want to give up, but let that be a reminder that if we want to give up, it's because our blessing is so near, right? The enemy's always like whispering to us, like, "Oh, you waited this long, nothing's happening." But ultimately, in the Bible, there's plenty of stories of people waiting long, many years to receive blessings. So it's not that God is not listening or hearing you. It's just not His divine timing yet, you know. He will get it to you when the time is right, and everything will fall into place. Um, so today I want to talk about honoring our parents. I see that this is something that's not done by many people, or it's difficult to do because of situations they're in with their parents, or there's just, we're stuck in our worldly ways. Not stuck, but we've been in our worldly ways for a very long time. Most of us have been in the world more than we have been on our walk with God, right? So we're used to those ways that we used to be like, oh, you'll get mad at somebody and not talk to them for a long time, for years, or you'll go around them but you'll have a grudge, or it could be easily sensed that there's something going on, right? And when it comes to parents, we're not supposed to do that at all. At all. I went researching this because these last few days I've just had that on my mind. And I've shared posts about mothers, right? Even though this includes dads too. And I posted things about mothers, about mothers raising their kids, right? And I'm like, you know what? Let's talk about this because it's so common and it's just really, it's hard to do when you don't have those parents that are not, you know, parents, so to say, right? That they're not giving you that love that we are, have learned to know that that's what comes from a parent's love, right? They don't have that loving, that TLC, that tender love and care in them because of maybe what they went through, you know. We all we do is repeat things. So if we go through things as children and we don't get it fixed by the time we have children, then we're just repeating that cycle over and over again. So if you're dealing with a parent that's difficult, that's not loving, that's explosive, that's just not a person that gives you that love that you need, then it's we have to just be like, maybe they went through something and they haven't got their inner healing, right? Especially if they're not on this walk. How are they gonna get inner healing when they don't even know that's something they could do? Because they're not walking with Jesus, you know. But so many people who are mad and frustrated or just heavy to be around, they're going through their own pain of things they probably went through. They're probably mad about their own mistakes they've made towards you children, towards the children, right? And they get defensive when you around somebody that gets defensive. It's because they're at fault for something towards you. Like they did something to you that they know was wrong, and every time that opportunity comes to get upset, they blow up. You know, I've gotten defensive before, not in a situation with my kids, obviously, because they're young, right? And I don't plan to be that way with my kids. So, thank God I've had my kids, and shortly after that, I found my church, and I found God, And then I found a church that has a building full of beautiful people and community and resources to help you get better, you know. Um, but if they're not going through that inner healing, and some of them are on this walk, and they're not even inner healing because they feel like they've done enough, right? A lot of us get baptized and we think that's it. We're good for forever until we get to heaven. No, that's just the beginning. When you come out of that water, you're just being reborn. All your past sins, present sins, future sins are forgiven. But now it gets tough. Now you got to stay on this walk. Now you got to start realizing the things that you have that are from the flesh, that are not from God, like ways that we've had that we thought was normal, like gossiping. Um, and we've got to start, you know, in the book of Matthew, and I'm not too sure which chapter, but in the book of Matthew, when Jesus gives us, you know, the guidelines of what to do to follow him, one of the things is to no he talks about, you know, when you come to Jesus, come as you are, and he will purify your heart. He will take all that stuff that's not of him out of you so you could be better for him, because ultimately we got to get better so we could do his will, to do his work here on earth, right? Because we're here for him, not the other way around. We're not here to get houses. We're not here to do this, that, get cars, get money. Yes, those are blessings that come along the way when you're doing God's will first. Then God blesses you with those things, obviously, right? But don't start idolizing those things when you do get it, you know? So, retracking back to the subject of mothering and parents, honoring your parents, there's a lot of verses in the Bible that reminds us to honor our parents. God is constantly reminding us to honor our parents. I went looking for verses and I was so surprised. There were so many. And I didn't even write them all down. So the first one I'm going to start off with is in the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 20. And it reads as, oh, I thought I saved the page in the right place, but obviously I was one page over. It says, oh no, I'm so sorry. What am I talking about? I think I was on the right. Oh, Exodus verse 12. I was on the right page. So Exodus chapter 13, verse 12. And it reads as, honor your father and your mother, so that you may live long in the land the Lord your God is giving you. Again, my nice Bible, study Bible, breaks this down. This is the first commandment with a promise attached, to live in peace for generations in the promised land. The Israelites would need to respect authority and build strong families. But what does it mean to honor parents? Partly it means speaking well of them and politely to them. It also means showing them courtesy and respect, though not obeying them if this means disobeying God. It means following. You got that? Like, it says here, though not obeying them if this means disobeying God. Don't do something that's obeying your parents if this disobeying your most important father. That's not okay. It means following their teaching and example when they put God first. Parents have a special place in God's sight. Even those who find it difficult to get along with their parents are still commanded to honor them. Let's read that again. Even those who find it difficult to get along with their parents are still commanded to honor them. We are commanded by God to honor them. And I follow Pastor Anthony Mitchell from 2019, and he had a sermon one time, and this line stood out to me. And it says, he was saying, oh, in the Bible it says honor your parents. It doesn't say honor your parents unless they do this or they do that. No, it doesn't matter what they do. You have to honor them. And it says it right here in Exodus chapter 20, verse 10. God is telling you, you have to honor your parents no matter what, even the difficult parents. Because when we disobey our parents, we're disobeying him, and he's not with it. He's not with it. And the next verse I wrote down was Leviticus chapter 19, verse 3. And this one says, each of you must respect your mother and father, and you must obey my Sabbaths. I am the Lord your God. And the next one here that I shared is Proverbs 20:20. And I just want everybody to just walk right, because you know what? A lot of us think that because our parents aren't treating us well, and some of us might think our parents are not treating us well, and all they're really doing is disciplining us. But because they're disciplining us in something that we don't want to hear, or something that we don't want to change, we think they're being mean parents, so we're just going to be mean to them. No, our parents discipline us because they want the best for us. If there's a parent who does not care for their child, they're going to give them whatever they want. Why? Because they don't care. Oh, they messed up. Oh well, not my problem. But the ones that do, like, listen, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that because of this, this, and this, then we have to be like, you know what? Let's respect her, let's respect him, mother or father, because they know better. They've been here longer than us. When we're young, we think we know it all. We don't know nothing. Because I remember when I was young, I used to think I knew it all. I was working, I was told my mom all the time, and I'm sure everybody, oh, I can't wait to turn 18 to move out. I can't wait. Mommy, can I come back home? Because, yo, this life, it's a beautiful life, but being an adult is some serious stuff, man. And being a parent now, I understand so much more why my mom did certain things or said no to certain things, and I understand it now. And it's unfortunate that we have to go through this, right? But I'm so grateful that I have the opportunity to be like, you know what, I could understand why my mom did that. Listen, my mom was a loving mom. Well, is because she's still here. Hi, mom. She's a loving mom. She was always loving. We never were with anything. And I now as an adult, I can see that it was hard for her, but it's beautiful to know that we were with kids. I didn't feel like I was missing anything. No food, no toys, no nothing. I don't have no memory like that, but of course, becoming a teenager, we think we know it all. Then we meet boyfriends and we think we're all cool and all that. And we start disrespecting our parents because they don't let us do things like go out with your boyfriend or have a boyfriend or do things that are not okay. And I'm over here bad or not talking to her. And even though we didn't have that type of relationship, like I'll get upset and stuff, but it's a lot of people still acting like that grown. Grown, like you are grown, you should know better, and if you are having a difficult time respecting your parent, then go take it to the Lord, take it to God, take it to your secret place with him, and pray and cry out to him to help you get past whatever pain and abuse they might put you through. Because I get it, a lot of parents out here did do some horrendous things to their kids. But even those we have to respect, and even those we have to honor. There's another line from that pastor. He says, we owe everyone love, we don't owe them access. And if you really have a bad relationship with your parents, you still gotta respect them when you do come across them. You still gotta call them for their birthdays, for Mother's Day, Father's Day, any special days. You still gotta honor them. You still gotta honor them. There's no way around it. And if you've come through a situation that you haven't been so nice to your parents, then it's probably time to apologize to them. And I know it could probably be hard, and I thank God that I have an amazing mom. My dad wasn't really around too much, and he passed away, so I could only base this off one parent. Um, we just gotta honor them because God is not with it. Look, there's a Proverbs chapter 20, verse 20. And it says here, this is how important it is to honor our parents. If someone curses their father or mother, their lamp will be snuffed out in pitch darkness. We don't want to play with God. It's like, I don't know what's going on with y'all. Well, with us, because it's all of us. We think God will see nothing, right? Because he's not here physically in front of us. Oh, God, I could do this. He won't see it. Yeah, right. He already knew you were going to do that before you did it. So we got to take these commandments serious. These words in this Bible is serious. Look at, I got a pretty little Bible here. Let's see if I can grab it. So yeah, I just want all of you to honor your parents. At times I get upset when I'm like going through stuff. For an example, last week I went through something and my mom was driving up me and I had to get somewhere at a certain time and I was running so late and this place was stressing me out saying things they shouldn't be saying and my mom was driving and I was over here like snapping at my mom like hurry up. And it wasn't because I was mad at her, I was just wanting to get to where I needed to get to because those people were not being nice to me. So it rubbed off on me. You know, and then I snapped at my mom, which I didn't want to do because I love my mom and I respect her I respect her. But things like that occur because we're all human. But I don't like when I do that. Like the second I do it, like the second I did it that day, I felt so bad. I wanted to say sorry right then and there, but I couldn't even get the words out because I'm like, oh gosh. Like my mom's like, ooh. Like my mom's the best. But let's honor our parents, man. Let's just honor them. You know, even if they've done horrible things to you, that doesn't mean you have to let them in your life and they have to be there every day with you having breakfast, right? But you have to honor them. You have to honor them. You have to respect them. If they say something you don't like, you zip it and you don't say nothing bad, disrespectful. And if you have to say something back, you say it with authority, but still politely, you know? And if sometimes you might not have to say nothing at all, just leave the room, then do that. But it's very important that we honor our parents. I'm not going to stress this enough. It is so important. And I pray that all of you who are having a hard time with your parents, that you could get through it and just understand. Like I said, there's a lot of verses in the Bible about respecting, honoring your parents. So it's something that God really wants us to do. It is very crucial that we do what He says. So I love you all. Thank you so much for always being here. I really enjoy my videos and it really brings me joy to record these for all of you. My songs, I've been like listening to the same song, so that's why I've never really had some new songs for you lately, these past few weeks. But right now, oh, there's one that's called Be Okay. I don't know the name of the singer. I'll put it down in the bottom. But that one I just heard the other day. That was a really good song. Well, actually, yesterday I heard it. It was really good. I love you all. For all of you that are on summer break already, which I think is most of us, if you have kids or are going to school, enjoy your summer vacation. I'm going to try my best to record my videos every week, but if you don't see me, just know, oh, she's busy with her kids. Because I want to make this summer good for us, I haven't been able to take them to too many places during the summer, and I always feel so bad. So I want to take them out, like out of where I live. Look, I almost gave up where I was living. Well, anyway, I love you all. God bless you all. Jesus loves you more. Let's be the light, okay, in those dark places. God bless you. Bye.